Hi folks, Randy Cummins with Kicking Bass Guide Service along with Captain Rich Bay, and we're here in the Kicking Bass Pontoon, and this is something new for us this year. We launched this baby back in March, and we've been doing trips in it ever since. And what this is designed for is designed for the family fun fishing, just general lake tours. You know, whatever you want to do is what we want to do, and it's got the latest and greatest on the amenities to help your fishing experience be just the best it can be. We've got the new Terova iPilot GPS technology on our trolling motor, and Captain Rich can show you how that works. Let me open this door up here a little bit. Explain to them how that works there, Rich.
Well, the best part about the Terova iPilot is all you have to use is the handheld remote. You can make go forward, backward, whichever way you want to go. This is a 36 volt, 101 pound thrust Terova, and
it'll turn. You can even watch the head turn on it. And it was something that was really neat the other day. We were fishing for stripes, and it almost cost me a steak dinner the other day. I almost bet him, but we were fishing in about a 15-mile-an-hour headwind. We had a couple foot waves
at least,
and we were on the fish. I mean, we have 5 brothers and sisters in here, and every one of them had a fish on, and we had our marker buoys out here. And he told me, he says, that iPilot Terova will keep us on the spot. And I started to say, I'll bet you steak dinner it won't, and sure enough, it kept us anchored. I think you've got a anchor setting on that remote control where you press it, and as long as you're into the wind, it's going to keep you, I mean, right on that spot. And you don't know what that means to guys like me and Rich, because I mean, you know, you've taken people out without me, and I've done it too, and it's awesome. I mean, it does everything it says it's supposed to do.
Not having to be on the trolling motor is one of the best features of this. When you hit that anchor button, whether you're fishing a ledge or you're fishing some other way, it'll just keep you right where you were, within 5 feet of wherever you put the GPS on.
Man, I mean, I can't begin to tell you what that means when you've got a boatload of people with fish on, and you're netting them 2 at a time. It's just, you know, it's like a fire drill. Of course, you're a fireman, that don't bother you, it bothers me. But
4 of the 5 people the other day had fish on at the same time, and if one of us had to be on the trolling motor pedal at that time, it just would have been quite a fire drill.
You know, something else we've got, and Rich had this particular unit over here. This is a Lowrance Elite 5 DSI, and Sean, if you can you get a good shot of that? That's the latest and greatest in structure scan technology for this type of a trolling motor. And what it is, we're able to take and stay on the fish by having the trolling motor reading right here, and also on our dash, if you'll look right over there, we've got the latest and greatest that Lowrance has got. We've got the Generation 2 high definition system, Generation 2 with the LSS2 structure scan. And so what we do is we get our folks in the boat, we go out and we scan areas, we find the fish, we throw a marker buoy out, we drop the trolling motor, we get everybody in gear, and we start catching fish. And we've had a lot of fun. I've had as much fun on this boat as anything I've ever owned, and I know you and Rich will be in the back, and he'll be looking at me laughing, and I'll be laughing at him because people are having a good time. And it's got a vinyl floor, so you don't have to worry one bit about getting anything spilled on the floor. We've also got over here, Sean, if you would get a shot of this, we've got a live well in here that's plenty big to keep the catch good and healthy, and we could keep it running just about all the time. And we've also got you know, rod lockers and what have you, storage, plenty of storage. But so what we generally do is, what we do, Rich, we fish a couple people up here, right?
A couple up in the front here. We have the 2 seats in the back where people can sit. It's just comfortable. This whole boat is just about comfort. We've had a 6-hour trip, and people just can't get enough of it.
I tell you, I really like the extra space back here. Kerry Clark, the owner of Jetta Marine, worked with me personally on getting this boat here, and I want to thank him before I forget about for really helping me out and steering me in the right direction. He did a great job, because this is the ultimate in a family fishing machine. I mean, you got plenty of room back here. We troll out of here, we cast out of here, we drift out of here. It really just, it's whatever it takes to catch fish, that's what we're going to do. But you've got plenty of room, and 6 people can fish out of this boat without any problems at all. What do you think, Rich?
That's what we've done. We've had, we're talking 5 or 6 people at a time, and everybody catching fish. It's just been, it's been fun. It's the best boat I've ever been in.
And you know, it's got the other thing we have back here, and we really didn't realize how important having 2 Minn Kota talons were back here until we got the bluegill fishing, and we had some families that we had in here, and you know, tending to the clients and making sure that they get on the fish is our most important duty that we'll have. But what happens, these Minn Kota talons here on the back, they're a freshwater anchoring system that goes down 8 foot, and it keeps this boat from moving. We've been sitting here for 10 minutes or so. We got a little light chop coming out of the west there. This boat is 23.5 feet with 4 people on it and all the gear, and it hadn't moved. And I absolutely love those. And I'll tell you what's really great is I love this remote control, because all you have to do is just, if you want to take and bring them up, that's all you got to do. And we're ready to roll. Now, the boat is powered by the new, latest and greatest Mercury 4-stroke 150 horsepower motor, and so far that thing is a beast. It really pushes this pontoon pretty good. I don't know, Richie, you know how many times we filled up? We ain't filled up many.
No, not too many, and we've had 6 people plus us 2 on here, and it'll still push that boat about 40 miles an hour or better.
Yeah, if we need it to be. The thing that impresses me the most about it is how quiet it is, and the fuel economy. And you know, when you got a boat this big, and like he was saying, you got a group of people on here, that's a lot of weight, man. And we're good and safe. We got good power to get to and fro, and it gives us great fuel economy. I hope that one of these days Mercury comes up with a 250 a 4-stroke like that off of something like this power plant here, because I'll tell you what, I sure would like to see that on a lot of bass boats.
As quiet as it is, it gives you quite a, you can be heading to a spot to fish, you can explain how you want everyone to fish it, we can explain some different techniques that we use, and you're just using a normal voice. We don't have to yell to each other or anything, just have a conversation.
Go ahead and crank it up there. Sorry, that motor. And it's just as quiet as it can be.
Normal, and
yeah.
You can't, doesn't drown anybody out.
I'll tell you, we've had as much fun in this boat as anything we've ever done. I mean, it's just so comfortable to fish out. I'll tell you what it does, it's force. Yep, it really does.
Well, we've had people that were afraid of water, maybe afraid to swim, didn't want to get into a boat, and once they've been on here about 20 minutes, they're just comfortable. They just realize they're not going anywhere. It's great for small kids. We've had from small kids, we've had to elderly people that had trouble even getting onto the boat, and they just loved it.
Yeah, you know, he brings up a very good point, because we've had mothers and fathers that have called about booking the pontoon, and of course they have smaller children, you know, and they are concerned, and the heights of these rails are plenty high enough the kids don't have to worry about it. The other thing is, we do have a special sized gate. It's wheelchair accessible. You can roll a wheelchair in and out of here, so don't feel as though you can't go fishing with kicking bass with Randy and Captain Ridge, because you can. If you're in a wheelchair, don't feel like you can't have some fun, because you can, because we'll get you in here and get you set up, and you'll have a blast too. So let's see if we forgot anything. We've got the talons on the back for the shallow water anchoring system. If you want to pan fish in shallow water, we've got high definition electronics here on the helm, and on the front we've got the iPilot trolling motor. We've got the live well here.
Live well, plenty of storage for anything you want to bring onto the boat.
Vinyl floor, don't worry about spilling a Coke or a soft drink on here. It ain't gonna hurt a thing. Wheelchair accessible gate. What am I? Oh, Bimini top.
Yep,
We don't have the Bimini top on today, but we put it on, take it off, whatever. So
for those real hot days out on the lake.
yeah. So I don't know. All we need is you to come go with us, I guess. That's Kickin' Bass Guide Service, the Fishing Pontoon. Captain Rich, Captain Randy, come see us.